On October 14, 1982, a sponge diver plunged 40 meters beneath the surface off the southern coast of Turkey. He brushed away the silt and uncovered a bronze dagger. The dagger was part of the Ulu Burun, a merchant vessel from 1300 BC. The hull contained 10 tons of copper and raw materials sourced from across the Mediterranean. Archaeologists found dozens of small, base-ring clay jugs manufactured in Cyprus hidden among the metal ingots. These jugs have bulbous bodies and long, slender necks. Their physical design mirrors the shape of an inverted opium poppy head. This cargo identifies the ship as part of a pharmaceutical trade network that utilized the same shipping lanes as the Bronze Age metal industry. Residue analysis from the interior of these jugs confirmed high concentrations of morphine and psychoactive blue lotus alkaloids. The standardized design of the poppy-shaped jugs suggests an industry focused on mass production and international export. This map shows the shipping routes radiating outward from production centers in Cyprus toward the major imperial hubs of the era. The quantity of vessels recovered indicates that the movement of these narcotics was a significant component of Mediterranean commerce. We are looking at a state-managed narcotics supply chain with logistics that match the sophistication of modern trade. In Greece, the primary destination for these imports was the high-walled palaces of the ruling Mycenaean elites. Excavations show these substances were kept in palace storerooms. The elites controlled the supply, using it in ritual contexts to induce states of religious ecstasy. This concentration of narcotics within the palace suggests that social stability and religious authority were linked to the distribution of these imports. The Mediterranean economy moved on these shipping lanes, making the health of these empires dependent on the reliable flow of pharmaceutical cargo. Homer describes a similar encounter in the Odyssey when the crew arrives on the island of the Lotus-Eaters. The poem claims the locals fed the sailors a sweet plant that made them forget their homes and refuse to return. The symptoms Homer describes, memory loss, dazed apathy, and a refusal to leave the source, mirror the physiological effects of the alkaloids found in the Ulu Burun jugs. When Odysseus describes the men weeping as they are dragged back to the ships, he is documenting the physical reality of a sailor experiencing withdrawal. This celebrated myth preserves a distorted oral history of the Bronze Age narcotic trade. The entire geopolitical system collapsed in 1177 BC. Empires burned and the trade routes were severed. The shipping lanes went silent. The Mediterranean entered a period of isolation, where the logistical origins of these narcotics were forgotten. Over centuries, the memory of commercial opium networks became the myth of magical islands and lotus plants. Today, the wreck of the Ulu Burun remains on the seabed, while the poppy vessels are kept in museum display cases. The physical evidence suggests the ancient world was more industrially sophisticated than its surviving myths allow. The global trade of synthetic narcotics dominating modern headlines follows the same geographic and economic patterns established by these ancient supply chains. We build institutions to police the same substances that the Mycenaean palaces once imported by the ton. While our technology and empires have changed, the drive to escape reality through a global supply chain remains constant. How different are we, really, from those sailors who never wanted to go home?